What does it mean to be cosmopolitan, to identify as a citizen of the world? This is the question that I and my colleague Flemming Polfeld at Copenhagen Business School explore in this paper. We do this based on a study we did in Amsterdam amongst a diverse group of expats with international careers in multinational companies. This question of what it means to be cosmopolitan is the focus of much debate, both in literature on cosmopolitanism and in public discourse. On the one hand, it's associated with the stereotype of the international elite, the global villagers, the anywheres, the citizens of nowhere, rootless high flyers who reject national identity and belonging. On the other hand, those who favor cosmopolitanism focus on openness. The ideal is that freeing yourself from cultural attachments enables you to become open to the world, open to cultural difference. So this is the positive spin on the stereotype of the anywheres. What we found in our study challenges these assumptions of cosmopolitans, whether positive or negative. Firstly, the transnational professionals we studied are not rootless, or somehow beyond collective belonging. They are rooted in the city they have made home, and they share a strong sense of community with other non-nationals, as they call themselves. Secondly, the cosmopolitan idea of openness turned out to be something quite different from what most literature on cosmopolitanism leads us to expect. What we found is that openness is not so much an individual disposition. Instead, it's about shared norms and ways of relating to each other and interacting in these diverse international settings. This involves downplaying your own national identity and culture and being flexible in relation to others. People neutralize themselves to become almost like one nationality, as one of our participants put it. At the same time, however, the national identities or cultures are not done away with altogether. Quite the opposite. National identities and cultures are marked and celebrated, often in stereotypical ways. Because without maintaining differences, there would be no multicultural vibe to celebrate, no cultural differences to be open to, and no melting pot to identify with. But also, this collective performance of openness is distinctly bounded. It's not unlimited openness to all difference. It involves drawing a boundary in relation to national monoculture in order to define a diverse, non-national identity. So to conclude, what we can say is that cosmopolitan identities take many forms depending on the context and the people involved. But cosmopolitan identity is not essentially different from other cultural identities that draw on ideas of shared nationality or cultural heritage. It is another form of cultural belonging, constructed by drawing on a shared discourse of cosmopolitanism. As such, it's not an expression of individual selfhood beyond collective affiliations, nor does it allow us to transcend the identity politics currently shaping our world. This has important implications for the sociology of cosmopolitanism. What we need are more studies of how the discourse of cosmopolitanism is collectively mobilized, and for what purposes in different contexts. Studies that avoid reproducing preconceived or normative assumptions of openness and individualization.